Welcome to my YouTube channel, Clarke, Postural Alignment Specialist. So we're going through my book at the moment. So the book is Heal Your Pain. It came out in July this year, 2021, and it's just to get you out of pain book. It's very easy to read. Being dyslexic, I've made it quite simple, and you go to the area where you have any discomfort and you do the exercises, make them a habit, and the discomfort should disappear. So my book, we've actually got to page 37, which we've got to the hips now. So hips can be all sorts of things. I work with so many clients with, I call them disobedient hips. So if they're getting a little bit degenerate or whatever, there are so many exercises that you can do to help them out. So the first exercise we are going to do today, you are going to need a cushion, or I use foam blocks. In the book is exactly where you can get them, everything else. And you are going to need a belt, a rigid belt. It is not elasticated. Luggage straps, they're the best things that you can use. They're nice and rigid, and they actually do up and undo. You feel a bit like an air hostess doing this, but here we go. Right, so the first exercise is going to be, you're going to put the belt around the thighs just above the knees. Now when you do this, make sure you can only get a fist between your knees. All right, so if you were to pull against this, you couldn't get any more than the fist between the knees. All right, and then the cushion is going to go between the ankles, so just so that you can keep your feet flat on the ground, and that will make sure that you're getting into a good alignment. So lying on one's back, arms out, palms up. I always like to check that my shoulders are feeling quite comfortable on the ground. So what we're going to do is we are going to now, keeping our feet firmly on the ground, you should be able to feel all 10 toes, the balls of your feet and your heels. We're going to very slightly pull out, squeeze in with the cushion and pull out with the belt. So you're going to squeeze and pull and release. Squeeze and pull and release. And we're going for 10. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I would really do this exercise if somebody's got what's called valgus knees, when the knees come inwards and the feet come out slightly. This is really working on those IT bands. You're going to your abductors on this one, but your adductors are getting involved because your feet are around the cushion. So that is your first part of this, these exercises. The second one we're going for is that you're going to put the belt around your ankles, and you're going to put the cushion between your knees. So if you were to find it very, very hard to do the first one, you'll find it easier to do the second one, and vice versa. So lying on your back again, just check you feel quite nice and equal. There should be a straight line between your shoulders to your hips to your knees to your feet firmly on the ground. So again, you're going to pull out with the band and then squeeze in with the cushion and then release. All right, so out and in, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should feel it working all the way up the legs. 6. Even your adductors and your abductors are working. 7. So the inside and the outside. 8, 9, 10. So I would start with that one. That's page 37 of the book. I would start with one set of 10, see how it feels, and then go to just to work it up. And I go for 2 sets of 20 at the end. So just see how it's feeling, but that is certainly going to get the hips working. Using a rigid band is so much better because a rigid band is going to get to your hip joints. Although your knees and your ankles are doing the work, it's going up the leg and actually working the hip joint. So that is page 37 of Heal Your Pain book. And my website should be above my head right now. And any questions, then please send questions onto the YouTube channel, or you can contact me from my website. So thank you for joining me. Bye.